What's going on, everybody? We got a great show here for you today on What's Up with Shimei Cook. I got a special guest in the building. Her name is Dr. Katanya Foust. She's the director of the Female Matriculation Institute. And we got you coming with all the hot news. Spirit Airlines is filed for bankruptcy. We're going to discuss that, all that and more. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Let's get started. It's time for hot news. A lot of things happening in the world of pop culture and entertainment, and here to discuss is FSU student leader Demaya Garrison. What's going on, Demaya?
Hey.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, of course.
So we're gonna start here. So Sky Jackson and her baby father, I would say, right? Her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
They're expecting a child, right? But he just got arrested in Ohio, and there was a video surfacing. What's your take on that?
My take on the whole situation.
Yeah.
First of all, I just feel like she picked the wrong baby father. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
That's crazy.
She definitely picked the wrong. And then it's
She's
just
a
like,
bunny hopper, too.
yes, and the way that he talks about her on social media, and the way that he, like, the video on his Instagram where he was like, oh, y'all, but he was calling her all types of names. I'm just like, and then I feel like, I think she stole him from someone else. Like, he was in jail, and I think she saw the video, and that's how she found him or something. I don't know, but it's ridiculous. Like, ridiculous.
Well,
absolutely not.
You don't want nobody in jail. But especially when you have a child on the way.
Especially when you have a child on the way.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she has a safe and healthy pregnancy.
Hopefully.
Now, Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy. Have you ever flown Spirit?
I have flown Spirit.
Yes.
I have flown Spirit.
How do you feel about this?
I won't be flying Spirit again. Actually, when I flown Spirit, coming back from my trip, the plane started to
shake
real bad. I'm like, maybe the rumors.
I only flown Southwest Delta and Breeze. I don't know what Breeze.
I've only ever flown Spirit or American Airlines.
Really?
That's it.
That's unfortunate for you.
like what? Okay.
Finally, so Megan Good, and there was a rumor that Megan Good and Jonathan Majors were broken up, according to TMZ. But a representative from them said that information was false. Do you like them as a couple? Because before, he was a bunny hopper. He played in the snow. Yeah, yes, he dated a white woman before. Yes, not allegedly.
Oh, he playing in the snow.
He was playing in the snow. You know, he had that lawsuit with that. That woman said that he allegedly hit her in the back of a taxi cab.
That's what you get.
That's what happens when you play in the snow.
So when you play in the snow, that's what I mean.
That's what I
want to say it, but
if it's snowing, I ain't going. But.
Like, okay.
But how do you feel about the people creating false information about
I mean, like,
I like them as a couple, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like, honestly, I like anyone as a couple. People just need to learn how to mind their business. Like, it's just that. If they broke up, they broke up. Like, but y'all, you see the internet flips things. The internet makes things. They blow it into a bigger issue than what it should be. Like, at the end of the day, just mind your business. Like, that's
the moral of the story.
That's the moral. That's
Clock
it.
that T.
Clock that T. Clock that T. Clock it.
All right. Thank you so much, Demaya. We'll be back coming up. My interview with FSU's director of the Female Matriculation Institute, Dr. Katanya Foust. She will be here. That's what's up with Shimei. We shall be back. Our guest today is an FSU alum, and she's also the director of the Fayetteville State University Female Matriculation Institute. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Dr. Katanya Foust. I'm sorry, Dr. Foust. How you doing, Dr. Foust?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for the invite.
Thank you. So you have a big background. You're from Fayetteville. You're a Ville native.
Yes.
Talk about your background growing up in Fayetteville.
Well, my family was a military family, but
Okay.
my mother father was military, so he was stationed here during the Vietnam time. So
Okay.
we stayed here, and I was here during a couple of my elementary years, and then we moved away to Washington State,
Okay.
Germany. I stayed gone all the way up to like the 10th grade.
Wow.
And then I came back.
Now, how has that impacted you as a person traveling all over the country and to different countries around the world? How did that impact you?
I think I'm a big education person, so education is not just in the classroom, it's traveling and learning new things and stuff. So I've traveled all through Europe, Spain, Germany, Trier, Luxembourg, England, Russia, been around the world a little bit. So I like different cultures, different history, things like that.
Your passport must be heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, I had to get a new one. Get some new pages.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
Yeah.
So you have a big education background. You say education is really your passion. What made you want to be an educator?
Well, I always had a passion for teaching, mentoring. I make it my mission every day to learn something new every day. So it's a passion to share what you learn.
Now you have 4 degrees. 3 of those degrees you got here from Fayetteville State, right?
Correct, yes.
Why did you want to come back here to teach or to be an educator, be a director of the Female Matriculation Institute? What was that? Why at your alma mater? Why was that so important to you?
Well, I'm always an advocate for HBCUs.
Okay.
So I'm home. I don't plan on moving anywhere else. So the HBCU here is Fayetteville State. I taught through K through 12 for 11 years, and I always had mentoring side businesses. My best friend and I had a tutoring service and a mentoring service. I'm also in Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, so we do a lot with initiatives with African American females and things like that. So when I seen this job posted, I knew this was the job for me.
Now, when it comes to Fayetteville State as a student, talk about the experience you had in undergrad to grad to ultimately getting your doctorate degree.
Well, undergrad, I was really locked in then. Biology major, you had to spend a lot of time in the lab and come in on Saturdays and things like that. So it was more a work-based degree. My master's degree was a little different. I was working full-time teaching, and I also had a family of my own. And then I still would participate in things that was going on campus during my master's degree.
Now, I saw in your master's degree you did some studies in Mars, right?
Correct, yes.
How was that? Talk about that.
Well, I'll tell you. I didn't think geology and things was like my passion, but I had an instructor that came from NASA.
Wow.
And he really saw some different things in me. And he was like, okay, you want to make some extra money? I need you to start studying these rovers and things like that that they placed on Mars. Make sure you mark where they go and things like that. So I sat for hours, for months, and just monitoring certain rovers. And we were really trying to see about the water that was developing in Mars.
Wow.
So we actually received clips and things like that. Some of my rovers took pictures and things like that. So we was able to see H2O in Mars.
That's crazy. Well, that's pretty dope. Yeah. Okay, now you have a strong background in science.
Yes.
Why was science? Why science? Yeah, why science? Why are you a science geek, I would say?
I think because I'm nosy.
Okay, me and you both.
Right. I was a child that questioned everything.
Okay.
You know, why do we have to tie a shoe like this?
Yeah.
Why do we grow things like that? Why does this meat taste like that? So it was just natural to head down that road. But I was kind of in the health industry first. I was a nurse for a little while, phlebotomist and things like that. But because I'm such an empathist, that wasn't the career for me.
Okay.
I brought it home with me and stuff like that. So I just found a different route in science to go through.
Now, how does it feel coming back here and seeing, like, you were a student here and now seeing the expansion on campus? How does that feel?
It feels like it's expanded in certain ways, but I feel like the expansion needs to grow in different ways, more geared towards the student population. I think things are being developed safely, but as a researcher, you research what's going on in different campuses all around the world and what they're doing. And some of those things I think should be applied here at Fayetteville State.
What type of
like different
initiatives?
partnerships,
Okay.
different community service opportunities. I think the students here really need a lot of community service opportunities. They are trying to build hours for jobs. If they want to be a part of D9, they need those community service hours, and it's kind of hard for them to get those hours in.
Here at Fayetteville State.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Last thing, being here, working here, what type of growth do you plan to bring to the campus? It is a very female dominated. You work with mostly a lot of the females on campus. What type of growth do you want to see happen here at Fayetteville State?
I just want to see the females succeed. I want them to actually care about their education, understand the purpose of why they should care about their education, grow a little bit more in self-love and self-identity, and just be successful. And we're here to back them and coach them to make sure they get there.
Well, Dr. Foust, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Thank you for the input.
No problem. We'll be back. Welcome back. It's time for My Hot Spotlight. This is where I shine a light on someone who's doing great things in our society. Today, I'm giving the hot spotlight to Fayetteville State's head volleyball coach, Coach China Hunt. Coach Hunt is in her first year as a head coach at her alma mater and has led her team to a 16-4 record this season. Today, we honor your greatness, Coach Hunt. If you would like for someone to get the hot spotlight, contact me on Instagram at Shimei Cook TV. We shall be back. Welcome back, everyone. I want to thank everybody for watching today. I want to thank my guest, Dr. Katanya Foust, the director of the Female Matriculation Institute here at Fayetteville State, and my guest co-host over at Hot News, Damaya Garrison. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you for watching. Well, let's get out of here. It's time for my quote of the day. And it's simply this: trust is given, but mistrust is earned. Let that quote resonate with you today. I love you for watching, and we will see you guys next time on What's Up with Shimei Cook. The action never stops. Bye-bye.